Well, this is it, the new studio. Full disclosure, it looks like it's daylight in here, but it's actually nighttime. Let me show you. So this is the setup we got going on here, okay? We got light panel, we got a nice little light to add some room in there. I have some diffusion fabric over top of this, so that way it cuts down the harshness of it. Here's all my gear and lights and different stuff, camera bits, etc. Then we have the desk, and we have a nice hanged frame with a bunch of photos that I've taken on film with my friends, just stuff from life that I really enjoy. Then up here we have a Nanlite Pavo tube, which rests perfectly on there to give me a nice sort of backlight across the head. I have to charge that every so often, but it's up there perfect, and it actually stays there really well. As for the rest of my studio, I'm actually a drummer and have been boxing a bit, so I have my electronic drum kit, and then I have this kind of punching bag type thing that I will bring it out into the main living area where there's more space and I can actually, kind of get into it. It's really good for helping you dodge and bob and weave and all that kind of stuff. And then we have this beautiful frosted plexiglass, which acts as a perfect diffuser for that. So that way, if I have it partway open, it looks like you have some great window light because you're getting these shadows behind me, but my face is super well lit by this light. I may even end up down the road. Maybe I'll do an angle from here or something, just because that light is so flattering. This thing is just at this point, that's just a giant wall of a light. You can't go wrong. You just can't. It's perfect. Yeah, if I step out here, it's a lot harsher, but also it's nighttime out. There's no light at all. But this also makes it great for having a space that you can really control the light in. I'm still dialing it in because this is a fairly small space. This is 6 feet by 9 feet or something like that. It could function as a very tiny bedroom, but it is what we class as a den in Toronto. So that's what we're working with. It's actually bigger than some of the other ones I looked at. I was looking at probably 20 different apartments, and the sizes of them were completely and altogether different, where some dens were just a corner of a room, which was still part of the living area. And then some were basically another bedroom, had a full closet and everything. And then some were under the, I was looking at a 2-story thing where there's a staircase. Under the staircase was classed as a den. And I'm you could put a desk in there, yeah, but it doesn't make sense to. But they're oh, it's an extra space, call it a den. So I don't understand that point of it. But for a YouTube studio, honestly, this is great because I have a space dedicated to that, dedicated to working now, where I can come in here and focus on doing that. Before, I had my desk, my editing setup mixed into my living room, and that was fine. It did what I needed to do, and it provided a lot more depth that I could play around with and really enjoyed, but it was a lot. Anytime I had to set up or anything, I had to tear down all the lights, I had to set everything up again, and this is something that I can leave more set up. There's a little bit of setup that's involved, but not near as much, which allows me to create content easier, especially just having a space that's dedicated to filming videos, to editing photos. I can be editing on the laptop here, have something going on the iPad if I want to, and just really get into it and not really have too many distractions. I can throw all the lights on if I'm filming a video, but I don't have to. Film TikToks in here. I can film some out in the main space where we have the actual full studio backdrop set up for taking photos, headshots, any kind of portrait photos, fashion, etc. Anything to do. That's really what I'm trying to make that space into, and I think I've done it pretty well. If you want a little tour of that, let me know, and I'll make one as well. I'm planning to do kind of anyways, but let me know anyways. Drop it down in the comments. So this is it. This is the space. It's, you know, it works. I've got a filing cabinet here full of my different camera bits. You can't even see that. Hold on. I got like different bits and stuff here, some mics and stuff here, documents and all that as well. So we're nice and organized. It's great. It does everything that I need it to do. I'm still working on the cable management. So like if I zoom out, it's a little dicey here, which is why I kind of punched in a little bit, but it's great. I'm happy with it. It's been a long time coming. And you know, I think it's always great to see people slowly leveling up throughout the years. And this is a big step for me. And if you've been subscribed to the channel, if you've been here, thank you for being along the ride with me. And if you're looking to create your own YouTube studio set up in a small space like this, I'll drop links to everything that I have going on in the description down below. This little light panel here, the Nan light up there. It's a Genere Porta-Bright Cob LED. There can do both battery power and hard power, can plug into the wall. I have a full review of that and the Nan light actually on my channel, so I'll link those up here, as well as my mic, the Rode Video Mic Wireless Go. The Rode Wireless Go 2s are what I'm using. Then I have a Aperture lav mic plugged into that, going into my camera. So I can be free and go about my business without being tethered to the camera. And yeah, that's basically the setup. I'm on a 17-40 lens, so I can pull way out, zoom way in. Probably I'm at like 28 or so right now, I'm guessing. And yeah, it's great. This is what we're doing right now. I'm gonna be finessing it over time, but so far I've reached a point where I'm happy with it. The light is decent, and you know, maybe I'll find a way to dampen the sound a little bit, but it's great. I'm pretty excited to see what we can do with the space and what videos will come as a result. So if you're not already, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified for all future videos. And as always, thank you for being here. Work hard, rest often, and I will see you and my cat as well on the next one.